it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught. John Moran in the clutch. Oh, my word. Oh, my God. Deep to right field. Way up there. And way down the sideline. Jefferson. Another huge run. Jalen Red broke tackle. Stayed on his feet.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Blake's Take with me, Blake Neiman. And Sunday and Monday Night Football, two of the most anticipated events of the week, with two teams going at one another on TV's biggest stage. In this week's matchups, the teams did not fail to put on a show, starting Sunday night with the Seahawks and Steelers, who were both looking to break even at 500 with a win. The Steelers had a 2-score lead going into halftime, but the Seahawks found themselves back in it late after a promising second-half comeback that put them within a field goal to tie with less than 2 minutes to go. It was up to Geno Smith, in place for an injured Russell Wilson, to lead the Seahawks in a 2-minute drill in his first start since 2017. Smith did a great job conserving time, hitting his receivers near the sideline, but then, with 18 seconds left, all madness broke loose as Smith threw it to DK Metcalf, who clearly caught the ball and turned upfield to get some extra yardage rather than just stepping out of bounds to stop the clock, which proved to be a very bad decision as he lost the football and almost lost the game for the Seahawks right then and there. Luckily, a well-aware Freddie Swain made a heads-up play and recovered the ball and knew that the clock was still running, so he sprinted back to the line where Smith spiked the ball with just a second remaining on the clock. Officials then reviewed the previous play to see if Metcalf caught the ball, which he clearly did, allowing Seattle 3 seconds to spike the ball and give plenty of time for them to set up a field goal for their field goal unit to get on the field. Which clearly upset head coach of the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, who was rightfully irate at the call, as the Steelers now had to play for an overtime instead of just winning the game in regulation because the clock dang near expired. Seattle won the toss in the overtime and was marching good down the field until TJ Watt decided to be a hero at Heinz Field with a strip sack on Smith that set up a game-winning field goal for the Steelers, who are now back at 500. A wild ending for what early on looked to be a very boring game, but ended up being one of the most exciting games of the season we've seen so far. And a very exciting one in the next day as well, as we headed to Nashville, where the Buffalo Bills were looking to try and take care of business against the Tennessee Titans. The Bills' high-powered offense took advantage of one of the league's worst defenses early on, with 3 straight scoring drives heading into the fourth quarter. While the Titans' defense struggled to stop Josh Allen through the air, the Bills struggled to stop the league's greatest rushing threat in Derrick Henry, who dominated from the line of scrimmage once again, rushing for 142 yards and 3 touchdowns, including the go-ahead score late in the fourth quarter. Following the score, the Isaiah McKenzie seemed to have ran back the kickoff for 101 yards to the house, but a holding call would wipe it off, setting the Bills all the way back in their own territory, a devastating penalty for the Bills. They would put quite a drive together, though, from there, marching down to the goal line, where they were inches away from a first down. After attempting a dive at the marker by Josh Allen on third down, Sean McDermott faced a decision to try and send this game to OT with a field goal, or go and try and get the win on fourth down. He kept the ball in his best player's hands, but as Allen took the ball from under center, he slipped slightly and was then swallowed up by Jeffrey Simmons, who made a nice play, and the Titans came out on top, and now are back on top at the AFC South, in the AFC South division after this sweet upset over the Bills. This is the most exciting game between these two franchises since the Music City Miracle. All around, just a great 2 pairs of football, Sunday night and Monday night. They were very exciting and entertaining to watch, and I look forward to what kind of games we get this Sunday and Monday. Hope you all enjoyed that. You can catch all of this and more on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube at Blakes_2 on the socials, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day.